If you're going back to school soon and you want to feel clean, fresh, confident, and put together every single day, this is your sign to upgrade your hygiene routine. Because feminine hygiene isn't just about smelling good, and it definitely isn't just about your intimate area. It's your whole body, your hair, your teeth, your skin, your underarms, your feet, your clothes, your period hygiene, your vulva, your breath, your fragrance, and even the little habits you do when nobody is watching. So today, we're doing a complete feminine hygiene guide for school. Everything every girl should know before heading back. Let's get into it. Number 1, master your shower routine. Let's start with the most obvious one, bathing. And I'm not saying you need a complicated 15-step shower routine. You just need to actually clean your body properly and consistently. Focus on areas where sweat, oil, and bacteria naturally build up. Your underarms, neck, chest, back, groin area, buttocks, feet, and anywhere else that gets sweaty. Don't just stand under the water for 2 minutes and call it a shower. Actually wash your body. And please don't forget your feet. Your feet spend hours inside socks and shoes, especially at school, so wash them properly and dry them properly afterward. Moisture trapped between your toes can contribute to fungal problems. Also, pay attention to your back and behind your ears. These are tiny areas people forget about, but they still collect sweat, oil, and product buildup. And here's something important. You don't need to scrub your skin aggressively to be clean. Your skin has a protective barrier. Being clean doesn't mean leaving your skin feeling painfully dry. So use a gentle body cleanser, wash thoroughly, rinse properly, and dry yourself well. And if you're someone who sweats a lot, especially in a hot school environment, your shower routine becomes even more important. Clean body first. Everything else comes after. Number 2, don't neglect your oral hygiene. You can smell amazing and still have bad breath, so we're not skipping this one. Brush your teeth twice a day for about 2 minutes each time, and don't just brush the front teeth because you're rushing to school. Get the front, back, and chewing surfaces of your teeth. And don't forget your tongue. Your tongue can hold bacteria and contribute to bad breath, so gently cleaning it should be part of your routine. Flossing or cleaning between your teeth is also important because a toothbrush doesn't reach every space between your teeth. And if you're at school all day, keep simple oral care essentials in your emergency pouch, like sugar-free gum or mints after meals. But remember, gum and mints don't replace brushing and cleaning your teeth. Fresh breath isn't about constantly spraying something into your mouth. It's about actually keeping your mouth clean. Number 3, control sweat and body odor. Now let's talk about something every girl needs to understand. Sweat itself isn't necessarily the thing that smells. Body odor often develops when sweat interacts with bacteria on the skin. That's why simply spraying perfume over sweaty underarms isn't really solving the problem. Clean your underarms properly during your shower, dry them well, and use an antiperspirant or deodorant that works for you. And there's a difference. Antiperspirants are designed to reduce sweating, while deodorants primarily help control odor. If you sweat heavily, an antiperspirant may be more useful than relying on fragrance alone. Also, don't wait until you're already smelling yourself before thinking about hygiene. Your goal is prevention. Clean underarms, clean clothes, dry skin, and the right product for you. And please remember that your underarms don't need to smell like perfume. They just need to smell clean. Number 4, take care of your hair and scalp. Your hair is part of your hygiene too. And no, having your hair perfectly styled isn't the same thing as having a clean scalp. Your scalp produces oil and can accumulate sweat, dead skin cells, and product buildup, especially if you're wearing hairstyles for long periods. Wash your hair and scalp according to your hair type, how much you sweat, and how much product you use. If you've been exercising, sweating heavily, or using lots of styling products, you may need to cleanse more frequently. And please don't ignore an itchy, painful, unusually flaky, or irritated scalp. Also, keep your combs, brushes, bonnets, scarves, and other hair accessories clean. There's no point spending time washing your hair and then putting it straight back into a dirty bonnet. And if you're going back to school with braids, wigs, or another protective style, remember that your scalp still needs care underneath. Number 5. Keep your hands and nails clean. This one sounds basic, but your hands touch everything. Your phone, your desk, door handles, school equipment, your face, your food. So wash your hands regularly, especially before eating, after using the bathroom, after coughing or sneezing, and whenever they're visibly dirty. And keep your nails clean too. You don't need extremely long nails to look feminine or put together. Clean, trimmed nails already make a huge difference. If you wear extensions, acrylics, or other artificial nails, pay attention to the area underneath them too, because dirt and microorganisms can accumulate there. And please stop biting your nails. Apart from damaging the nails and surrounding skin, you're also putting whatever is on your fingers directly into your mouth. Your hands are basically your body's remote control. Keep them clean. Number 6. Don't forget your feet and shoes. Your feet deserve their own section because school can have you walking around all day. Wash your feet properly and dry them thoroughly, especially between the toes. Then wear clean socks regularly. If your feet sweat a lot, don't stay in damp socks for hours. And your shoes need attention too. You could have the cleanest feet in the world, but if you're repeatedly putting them into sweaty, dirty shoes, you're basically restarting the problem. Allow shoes to dry out between wears when possible, and don't ignore persistent itching, peeling, cracking, or unusual odor. And one more thing, don't share socks, shoes, towels, or other personal items that come into close contact with your body. Personal hygiene is personal for a reason. Number 7. Have a real feminine hygiene routine for your period. Now let's talk about periods. Every girl should have a small period emergency kit in her school bag because your period does not care whether you have an important test at 9 a.m. Keep whatever menstrual products you personally use, pads, tampons, menstrual cups, or period underwear, plus an extra pair of underwear and a small disposal bag if needed. If you use pads, change them regularly and don't wait until they're completely soaked. If you use tampons, follow the product's instructions and never leave one in longer than recommended. And with menstrual cups, follow the manufacturer's instructions for wearing, cleaning, and sanitizing. Also remember that menstrual blood isn't dirty. Your period is a normal biological process. The goal is simply to manage it hygienically and comfortably. And if your period suddenly becomes extremely painful, unusually heavy, or significantly different from your normal pattern, that's something worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Number 8. Take care of your vulva without overcleaning. This is where a lot of girls get confused. Your vulva is the external genital area. Your vagina is the internal canal. You do not need to clean inside your vagina. The vagina is self-cleaning. For the external area, gentle washing with water and, if needed, a mild, fragrance-free cleanser around the surrounding skin is generally enough. And please don't douche. You also don't need scented sprays, perfumes, deodorants, or harsh products on your vulva to make it smell feminine. Your intimate area is supposed to have its own natural scent. Trying to completely eliminate that natural scent can actually irritate the area and disturb its normal environment. And when you're wiping after using the toilet, wiping from front to back is a simple hygiene habit that can help reduce the spread of bacteria toward the urinary and genital areas. If you notice a strong, unusual odor, itching, burning, sores, or an unusual discharge, don't try to cover it with perfume. That's a situation where getting medical advice is more appropriate. Number 9. Clothes, underwear, towels, and bedding matter too. Here's something people forget. You can shower perfectly and still feel unclean if you're putting your clean body into dirty clothes. Change your underwear regularly, and especially after sweating heavily. Don't repeatedly wear sweaty clothes just because they don't look dirty. Your clothes can collect sweat, skin oils, bacteria, and odor even when you can't visibly see anything. Your bras, pajamas, socks, towels, and bedding also need regular washing. And please let towels dry properly between uses. Don't leave a damp towel crumpled up somewhere all day and then wonder why it smells weird. Also, don't share personal items like underwear, towels, razors, or other things that come into close contact with your body. Clean body, clean clothes equals a completely different experience. Number 10. Build a school hygiene emergency kit. And finally, every girl needs a tiny emergency hygiene kit. Not a whole suitcase, just the essentials. You can keep it inside a small pouch in your school bag. Things like menstrual products, spare underwear, tissues, hand sanitizer, deodorant, lip balm, gum or mints, a small comb or brush, hair ties, and anything else you personally need throughout the school day. If you make makeup, you can add a few basic touch-up items. If you have glasses, you might want a cleaning cloth. The point isn't to carry your whole bathroom around. It's to be prepared for those random moments when something happens and you're like, thank God I brought this. Because school is unpredictable. Your period can start unexpectedly, you can spill something on your clothes, your hair can suddenly start acting disrespectful, you can sweat after walking across campus, your breath can need refreshing after lunch. And having a little emergency kit means you don't have to panic. So instead of carrying 30 random things, build a small kit based on your actual needs, and keep checking it so you can replace anything you've used. Now, one last thing before you go. Feminine hygiene isn't about being perfect. You don't need to smell like perfume 24/7. You don't need expensive products. You don't need a 30-step routine. And you definitely don't need to feel ashamed of normal things like sweating, periods, body hair, and your body's natural scent. Good hygiene is simply about taking care of yourself consistently. Clean body, clean teeth, fresh clothes, healthy scalp, clean hands, clean feet, proper menstrual care, and gentle intimate care, and being prepared for the day. That's it. And honestly, when you build these habits, you don't just look more put together, you feel more put together. You walk into school knowing you're fresh, prepared, and comfortable in your own body. And that confidence, you can't buy. So if you're going back to school soon, take this as your sign to do that full hygiene reset. Clean your shoes, wash your towels, change your bedding, restock your emergency pouch, organize your hygiene products, and start the new school term feeling like the cleanest, freshest, most put-together version of yourself. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications, because we're not just going back to school, we're going back better. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, stay glowing, glowies.